Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with another episode of Fishing Planet, and we are back here at Dnipro River in the Ukraine. And in the last episode we were able to get the unique grass carp and the unique common carp, and in this episode I'm going to try to see if I can't get at least a unique silver carp. I'd like to get the unique and the trophy because I need both of them. Been told that these are a little bit tough to get sometimes because they don't bite as quickly as some other species. I have gotten them over here at Wild Camp, and it is a spot that's good, but I have actually Super Dave suggested Recat as another alternative location, and that makes more sense to me because here I was fighting the current a lot and all I got was a regular silver carp. Now here I'm going to try at the peak. I'm going to see if I can't get, well, since it's going to be flow fishing, and that's really about the only way they bite, you don't want to have that current constantly taken because you're constantly casting. But he suggested over here, now he's a really good YouTuber you can follow. He definitely goes through and finds locations. I think he spends a lot of hours doing this, which I wish I had. But he's one of the better guys out there. But he suggested actually towards that flagpole right there, right over in that section there. We're going to see what happens if we set this up here. Like I said, they go for float fishing. I do remember that they usually go for like a 2/0. That's what I was most successful with. I'm not sure what he was using, but that's what I caught him with. 40 inches was good, and I always did best with technoplankton, at least when I was at some of the other locations where they're found, so I'm going to try the technoplankton. You can get them with the vegetables, so if you're a little bit lower level player, the vegetables are more readily available early on. The technoplankton will become available later on. So let me see, where is my technoplankton? Here it is. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to put out a whole bunch of rods, so this is supposed to be where they can be caught, at least one of the places, or somewhere out in the deep water. Wait a minute. Right towards the flagpole. One thing he was definitely right about, you do have to be patient. Or silver carp. Silver carp come when they come. But yeah, he was right. Definitely this is better. There's very little current here. Not that there's no current, but that's not moving nearly as much. So we're just going to need to wait, see if anything takes it. Yep, there's the flag. Guys, I think I might reel this back in and put a bigger bobber on it. That way I can get a little bit more distance. I'm just concerned that I might have a little bit too close. I really wasn't able to cast it out very far. Let's see. We could try let's see if this one will get it out there further. If not, we'll use one of these bigger ones. Plus we've got some others that we could use, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, we got these wagglers. We could also use those. As heavy as they are, they'll get us some distance, that's for sure. Let's just try this one first, see what that does. How far is that going to cast us out? A little bit farther. Not much. Let's try the heavy waggler. Oh yeah, that's much better. Let's try that. Yeah, I think it needs to be out a little bit further. That might. It sat there for quite a while, and I know he did say to be patient, but the only thing I don't like about the wagglers is they're harder to see. That water is pretty darn still, isn't it? Almost looks like glass. There's all kinds of fish jumping. Now the silver carp is notorious here in the States as an invasive species. We had one that was taking a peck at it there, but he decided to quit. And there's actually been locations where they have jumped out of the water and hit people in the face by the hundreds. I would love to be able to find a video of that and put a clip of that in here so you guys can see it, but it's pretty darn incredible what these fish can do.
Getting wet. Oh, there we go. There's some good hangs. Oh, here we go.
Yep, there's one right there. I see him. That water's so clear that he's clearly visible. Alright, let's see what this one is. Now, they're big in general anyway, so this could be just a regular size one. But even a trophy, yeah, it's just a regular size. But even a trophy is going to be quite heavy duty. I might go up a size on the hook too. Because we know a regular one can go for a 2/0, so I'm sure a much bigger one. I don't know if I have a barbless hook. 3/0. We could try a barbless hook 4/0. See if that does anything. It's worth a try. Obviously, we could see them going after it, and setting it out a little bit farther did seem to make a difference. So, oh wow, almost instantly. Alright, I think we might have a bigger one this time. Yep, I think this one's a little bit bigger. I don't think it's unique, but I think he might be... I don't know. We'll see. Nope, he's still regular size. Well, so far, we're just getting the regular size. I'm going to go ahead and mark that just so that I keep casting out to the same location, but we definitely are getting bites right there. Yeah, this session may go a little longer than I had hoped. Okay, looks like we're finally getting a bite. Pretty close to that marker. Now, if you'll just take it... And I think he might be bigger. Yes, he's definitely bigger. So, hopefully... Now, this again is off vegetables, so... Like I said, I usually do better with technoplankton. But... Looks like the vegetables paid off. We're gonna need a net for this fella. And he is a trophy. So there we go. There's one of them out of the way. We definitely wanted to get at least a trophy. We want to get a unique. We're going to keep at it until we do. That's 2040 cash, 29.220 pounds, 447 XP gained. So, and now we have caught all fish species of trophy form in Dnipro River. That is awesome. 2 more bait coins. So we're down to 8 species types to complete this whole thing. Very nice. I'm actually kind of surprised it was the vegetables that got his attention. Sure, there was going to be technoplankton, but Not in this case. I'm not sure I cast that. See, it looks like when I cast that I'm going to get right on top of it, but when I turns out that it ends up being a little bit closer. It really needs to be out there that far. So what I might do is just cast a little beyond it and then reel it in. There we go. Actually, that looks pretty spot on, honestly. And we wait. That seems to be part of this deal. You've got to do some serious waiting. Oh, we got a bite, though. I don't think it's a big one, though. No. I think it's regular size. Maybe on the upper end of the spectrum of regular size, but not a unique for sure. Yeah. Alright, we got somebody interested finally. Took him a while. Just can't tell how big he is. Let's see. Come on, be big. He's decent. Just not sure he's big enough. Yep, just another silver. Boy, they're going to be elusive today. I can sense that already. I'm going to switch back to techno just to see. Like I said, sometimes switching back and forth helps. Why is this so hard to find? Okay, here it is. Every time I try to look for it, it's like hidden or something. I don't know. Yeah, definitely seems to be close to that marker. So I'm going to go a little bit beyond it because it seems to be going right where I need it to go when I do that. Yep. It's like an illusion. It looks like it's going to go much further than the marker, but actually is right spot on. Alright, we are getting a bite here. I don't know how big this guy is, but not sure that he's big enough. These fish are big regardless, but just not big enough, is it? Yeah, at least we got the trophy. That's something. But the unique is still proving to be elusive. Probably because I'm trying to catch it. Yeah. I think under normal conditions, they're usually not too bad. But right now, they're going to be camera shy. Okay, there we go. You definitely see him. It's hard to tell just how big he is. Tug. No. Thinking he's at least regular size. No, unique's gonna make me fight. That's a trophy. There's 2 trophies now. They're gonna make me work for this, aren't they? They really are gonna make me work for this. Let me take a look at this guy anyway. I'll give you an idea just how big the unique's gonna be. But yeah, they're pretty good sized fish. 21 pounder. Yeah, if this ends up going south and we have to keep at this, we can at least still make this an episode, but I am determined to get this. But since we did need to get a trophy, granted that's our second one, might as well get a picture of him. Shoot, that's going to be a little short. Yeah, we might still get one. But bite rate has picked up when I went down to a 2/0. 4/0 seemed to make it. I thought maybe it would bump up the size, but really didn't. Still got trophy, so should have no problem getting a unique if I can just get one to bite. Now, I can't see the fish this time, so I have no idea how big he is. Not big enough. But yeah, the 2/0 definitely bumped up the bite rate, without a doubt. Yeah, this is the spot, guys, without a doubt. This is the spot. And like I've been told, you really do have to be patient. But I swear, if I do not catch this fish soon, I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to get another float rod. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to catch these guys with 2 rods. If it kills me, I will get this guy caught.